Here we go. Welcome back. The OTT Sports Network has taken a little bit of a field trip. We're up in Eagle, Colorado right now. I'm Harry Haviland. We're kicking it up Vail and Eagle for the next 3 days. You're tuning in from across the globe with us. We're set to take on Krivo in the first game of the, what's it called? The Sportsmanship Tournament, the Vail Sportsmanship Tournament. Some players just rolling in today, some rolling in yesterday, but everybody's here. Everybody's ready to go. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to hear us. The Wi-Fi may be a little bit sketchy in here, but we'll do our best. I don't even have phone service, so if you're trying to text or call me, I'm not answering during this game until I get outside of this barn. They got the air conditioning on in here too. It's nice and chilly. Good time for hockey. Perfect hockey weather outside too. Nice and cool, sun shining. Doesn't get much better than this. Over to the bench. I believe this tournament has two 15-minute runtime periods, followed by a stop time in the third if the goal differential is less than 6. We'll learn all the rules, and as we're going along, you guys just tune in with us. Like I said, if you want to hit us up, might have to do it after the game. I don't think we're going to have too good a reception on here. Eagle, Colorado, just about 30 minutes away from Vail, where most of the team is staying at the hotel across the street from the rink. Our next game today is at that rink, but it's not till 9:30 tonight. So everybody get your naps in this afternoon, have that dinner ready, dishes done, and then be back with us 9:30 tonight. All right, here we go. We're getting set now. Looks like Cohen, Kai, and Colin are going to get the start. That's Lexi and Milo on defense as they skate out center ice, and the ref is getting set to drop this opening puck. Ref pushes him back. Cohen wins that one, gets it back over to Lexi. Lexi picks it up at the blue line, fires it up the boards, looking for Cohen, skips over his stick, and Krivo pushes it back out to center ice. Lexi up the boards, intercepted by Krivo as they walk in across the Arvada line. Back check by Colin, pushed into the corner. Pad save there by Wynn. Lexi hard up the boards, picked up again by Krivo as they push it back out to the point. Flip it into the corner. They fall down and Milo has it in behind his own net. Pressured by 2. Bounces over Kai's stick and gets all the way out. Racing down the ice though. This puck comes just inside the Krivo blue line. Kai lifts the stick, comes back, bangs that in behind the Krivo boards. Krivo on the far side, goes over Colin, all the way back out to the point. They come back the other way, 2-on-2. Comes across the blue line. Lexi stops that one. Colin turns and fires that, picked up by Krivo at their own line. Back out to the red line. Over to Milo. Milo flips that up. Deflected by Kai. He's going to chase that one in, and icing's waved off. Going in hard behind the net, pushed off by the bigger player, and they put it into the other corner. Back out of their own zone. Here comes Krivo. Chasing him down hard is Evan. Evan pushes that into the corner. Evan's going to be the top point getter here this weekend as I've got him in the gambling pool, and the bribes have started, I promise you. We had a good chicken wing dinner last night, and me and Evan had a good chat about it. Here he comes across, takes the shot. That one's blocked before he gets in. Into the corner, out there with him is Ethan. Jackson's out on the point. Jackson tips that one back in, and Ethan doesn't get back out. There's 13:26 left to go on this run clock. 0-0 in Eagle, Colorado. Your Arvada PeeWee A team taking on Krivo in the first game of this Vail Sportsmanship Tournament. Evan at center ice out there with Ethan. Last minute changes. Looks like Anderson was having some issues with equipment or something. Stepping out to take his spot is Nick. At center ice, Evan backhands that one back towards the dot. Picked up by Krivo, circling neutral territory. Flips it off the boards. Owen gets a stick on top of that one, and then back in by Krivo. Nick races over, bangs it off the boards, back to Krivo. Arvada's trying to find some momentum, get the play going on the other end. Evan tries to do that, flips it into center, and then kick back into the stick of Owen. Owen high off the glass behind his own net. Over to his D partner, Jax. Jax is going to try to come up the near boards. Pushes it hard once, twice. Gets it all the way out. Over to Nick. Nick in front of the penalty box. Fighting. Him and Jax lose that one, but Owen's there to pick up the loose puck in his own zone. Skating behind. Going to give it one more chance on the other side. Back out to Ethan. Banged off the boards and then off a skate and comes out into center ice. Krivo with all the pressure right now as this game is only 3 minutes deep, and Arvada still hasn't had a chance to get a shot on net as Evan was walking in. Evan gets tripped up, lands on that tailbone, but Krivo comes out the other way over to Jax. Jax hard off the boards, picked up by Krivo. Krivo bangs that one all the way in, no icing. as the arms of the best haired mullet in the arena right now is on that ref. Nick looking for Calder. Calder picks it up, walks in. They stay onside, back over to Nick. Nick tries to go cross ice with Ethan on the other side. Ethan turns, fires that, tipped in front, doesn't get towards the goalie. Krivo coming the other way, couldn't get with Ethan. Tips it past Milky, and now racing back the other way is Bo. Bo backhands that one into the corner, negating the shot, and picked up by Milky. Milky's gonna come out of his own zone, tries to tip that one ahead. Back over to Bo. Bo hard off the boards. All the way down, it's looking like it's gonna come on the net. Goalie has to play that, is racing in to chase it down and out into the front, backhanded by Nick. As Evan fed it out, or Alex fed it out in front to him. Krivo back behind their own net. Diving play there by Alex, and Alex gets crunched into the boards. They're gonna let him play some hockey. Turns and fires that towards the front. Still no shot, as it was picked up before the goalie had a chance to touch it. Out of the Krivo zone, picked up by Bo. Bo gets his stick lifted. He gets completely hooked up there, and then Krivo's gonna take a penalty as they walk into the Arvada zone, and Bo was hooked up. 10:51 left to go here, 0-0 tie. Arvada's gonna go on the power play. No, that's not. Bo's gonna get what? How is... Whoa. Bo's getting a high stick. That was as obvious of a hook as I've ever seen right there. But Bo's going to get a penalty for high sticking, and it's 10:17 left now, and Krivo's on the man advantage. We need another player out there still. Need one more. Here comes Lexi as Nick steps off, and they're going to put 2D out there as Bo's in the box. And Arvada's going to be killing off a penalty here for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Kicked into the corner. Milky over to collect, goes hard against the boards. Lexi fires it, mishandled that. Back in behind the net, picked up by Milky. Milky on his backhand, circling into the corner. Flips it back over, trying to get that over to Calder. Calder collects it behind his own net. Being pushed into the boards. Up to Alex. Alex out to the point. Krivo picks it up at the point. Takes a shot, blocked by Alex. Gets it back, takes another shot. That one goes in wide. Milky in behind the net. Coming up the near boards, trying to get this one out. Killing off this penalty with just a little bit less than a minute left to go in that.
Players down, guys.
Alex is hurt, can't get up on the far boards, on the far blue line. He's getting towards the bench there. Krivo takes the shot, saved by Wynn. Trying to flip that one out as Alex makes his way over the bench. Krivo holds it in the blue line. Milky backhands it up over to Cohen. Cohen sticks that one out. Now he's going to chase it down. Coming racing in is Cohen. They just put that one high. That one goes into the Krivo bench with 25 seconds left to go, running off this penalty to Arvada, and they're killing it off with 8:52 left to go in the first period. Still all tied up at zeros. OTT Sports Network live in Eagle, Colorado. Cohen and Calder, Milo and Lexi deep in the Krivo zone with the penalty kill for the next 0 seconds. Penalties killed, and both steps out of the box just in time as Krivo's coming back over towards the Arvada end. They push that one over. It's broken up by Milo, then pushed towards the front of the net. Wynn's just going to hang on to that. Let his team refresh, get the fresh legs out there, reset their lines after that penalty. Kai comes out to join Cohen and Colin. Alexi and Milo hanging out on D, and yes, that's 32 Wynn in between the pipes. Cohen with the face-off. One back by Krivo. Push it out to the point. Cohen challenges it. And then gets flipped ahead to Cohen from Calder. Cohen's walking in on the far side. That one gets deflected up into the net off the Krivo player. Going to see a face-off to the left of the goalie. Deep in the Krivo net. And getting myself warmed up and pumped up here. Not sure where everybody else is, but I hope you're in for a good weekend, a long weekend of hockey. Potential playing 6 games, 2 today, 2 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday, and then hopefully 1 more Sunday afternoon after those semifinals are over. Cohen wins it over to Colin on the side. That one gets out to the point. Milo holds it in to the top of the circle. It's in the slot. Over to Colin. Colin winds and fires, and that one's blocked. Colin has another chance at it. Tipped in front by Kai. That one goes wide. Kai gets shoved off the puck. Picked up behind the net by Krivo. Over to the far boards. Lexi hammers that one towards the front. Kai has a chance. Kai just backhands that into nothing. Then Cohen races over. Cohen in the corner, battling it in behind the net. Chased into the far side by Kai. Goes up off the boards to Colin. Colin being pushed off the puck there by 2 players. Kai's going to come over and help him out. Sticks in tight against the boards. Kai comes out with it, gets it out to Lexi. Lexi's at the point, shoots it towards the front of the net. Awaiting there was Krivo. Turns and fires that one. Milo can't hold it in. Lexi's racing back in a foot race. Gets it on her backhand, pushes it out on the second attempt. And now Kai has it. Kai goes across all the way over to Colin. He's got Colin with him, tries to push it ahead, gets tipped into the corner by Krivo. Colin fighting in for it, still staying with this puck. Coming in on his backhand. Backhands it towards the front of the net, picked up by Krivo. Kai stops it at the blue line, shoves it back into the corner where Cohen's going to chase it down. Cohen tries to go all the way back out to the defense. They were making a change, and now Jackson's back in his own net with 6 minutes left to go in this 0-0 game in the first period. Around the far side to Ethan. Ethan out to Kai at center ice. Kai backhands it up to Cohen. Cohen couldn't get a handle on that puck as it's bouncing all over the ice, and Arvada
Nice ideas, though.
has got, Kai comes in, steps around the player, doesn't get the puck. Briefly held in there by Ethan, then it's backhand to the far boards. Owen on the far side. Shovels it up, it's at center ice. Cohen's still out there. Cohen fires that one in, goes off for a change. Kai decides he doesn't need to change, and he's chasing this into the Krivo zone. Goes hard into the corner, Krivo puts it up. Racing in there is Evan. With his fresh set of legs, it goes down. Evan holds it in there with Jackson. Evan goes around one, comes in, takes the shot, and is blockered as he was looking to pick that top corner. Out to the point, and it sneaks across. As Krivo comes in, 1-on-2, coming across to challenge him would be Nick. In behind the net, Jackson comes around, goes around one player, trying to skate it out. Turned around by Krivo, back towards the front, sticked up by Owen, up to Nick. Nick does not clear the red line, and they say it was deflected. Icing is waved off, icing is waved off. Here they come, Krivo, they out of their own zone, picked up there by Nick, kicked back into the corner, chased down by Evan. Onto the far side, into the skates of Ethan. Ethan comes out towards the front. It's wide open in front. Oh, Evan takes this shot and just fires that one wide. My bribing's working. Oh, puck is still loose. Evan was digging for it. Whistle didn't go. The goalie picked it up, dropped it. We're still tied at 0 with 4:25 left to go in this running first period clock. Arvada and Krivo. Eagle, Colorado. Eagle, Colorado, home of Jasper Birkenstock, the 6-time world champion chainsaw juggler. There's a fun fact for you that I made up on the spot. Calder, Nick, and Alex taking this face off here. They've got Bo and Milky on the point. Picked up there by Alex, pushing it towards the front of the net. Arvada finally got a couple of shots off on that last shift, trying to get a few more here as Alex is working his way towards the front of the net. Alex over, Nick takes a shot and another save into the corner. Nick's fighting for that as the goalie kicked it over to the side, coming over to help him out to Alex. Alex breaks that play up. Kicked back over to Nick. Nick's walking out of the corner with it towards the front of the net and another save. Krivo off the far boards. Milky comes in, pinches, uses that body and holds the puck in. Back out to the point, pinches one more time, and that bouncing puck. Now coming back in the other way. Coming in 2-on-1, Milky with the hard back check. Comes all the way back, gets his big body in front of that with some great hustle by Milky on that play. Coming out, they've got some time with it, pushes it up, coming across, and Colin was just offside on that one as they waited a little bit too long to make that pass. With 3 minutes left to go in the first period, Harry Haviland and the OTT Sports Network up in Eagle, Colorado, and you are tuned in with us all weekend long. Cohen at the face-off dot. Wins that one cleanly, back over to Milo. Milo over to Lexi. Lexi up the boards, over to Colin. Colin flips that ahead, trying to chase it down. Stop, and then reversed by Cohen. Cohen goes around, muscles his way into that one, fires it deep into the Krivo zone. Racing down in to look to break this up is Kai. They put it off the boards, back out to the point. Milo pinches, they go around him, coming back the other way, 3-on-2. They dump it in hard, chasing it down. Lexi's gonna look like she's getting to that one first. Up the boards, off over to Colin. Colin can't handle that hard pass. They hold it at the blue line and dump it back in. Lexi up over to Kai. Kai's skating the wrong direction, but he's racing in. And gets there in time. Fires that towards the front of the net. Nobody home. Back over to Colin. Colin towards the front to Cohen. All the way back out to the point. Milo's shot's blocked. They hold it in. Kai has it, swinging it back around, trying to put it towards the front of the net. Gets it over to Cohen. Cohen's walking into the circle. Back over to Kai. Out to Krivo. Krivo gets that one past Milo at the point. And Arvada's retreating back into their own end. Milo comes across, a little bit of pushing and shoving with the player in front of the net as Lexi skates it back behind her own end. Back out to Cohen. Cohen's going around. He's got Kai going towards the front of the net. He just turns and fires that one. Loose puck. Kai comes in, fires, and that one's blocked. Kai over to Cohen behind the net. They're getting set up right out to Colin. Colin fires that one way too high as he gets taken out after he shoots the puck. Out towards the front. Held in there by Milo. Kai turns around, pushes it back in, picked up by Krivo. Now Krivo's coming out the other way. Collins tries to swing a stick at it, gets it over to Lexi. Lexi pushes that up. Cohen's still in behind the play. He tries to go back off the boards. Kai with a stick, back over to Colin. They bang that one out, goes through Cohen. Back out to Colin. Colin shoots that one again, way too high and up and over the net. Kai picks it up in the corner. Kai towards the front of the net, looking for Cohen. It's broken up in the slot. Still fighting for it. Kai get picked up by Krivo. 45 seconds left to go in this period. Arvada with all the pressure, just can't get the puck towards the net. Kai with a shot, deflected into the corner by the goaltender. They come out of their own zone, coming back the other way, 1-on-2. Back on Owen and Jax. Walk into the top of the circle, take the shot. Wynn pushes that over to the side with his glove. Into the far side with 27 seconds left. Colin just out of Kai's reach. Kai's got to start skating. Or get a change. They've been out there way too long. Oh, it's my kid. He can bark and chirp. Some aggressiveness going on here behind the stands. I don't even think they're going to have a chance to drop this puck as the buzzer's going to sound. Ending the first period, that 15-minute runtime clock goes down. Still zeros here as both teams go back to the benches awaiting instructions from their coach on what they got to do to change it up here. Arvada started to get some more shots towards the end of that period, but they came out and didn't have a single one, I don't think, in the first 5 minutes of this game. So I think the key to scoring is getting shots on net. We'll just start with that. Start with simplicity. It is Veterans Day. It's Remembrance Day. Shout out to everybody out there. Thank you for all the men and women who've served our countries. It is Remembrance Day in Canada too. If you're, same day, November 11th. So you're looking at me like, wait a minute, what does that mean?
Canadians have a different Thanksgiving.
It's a different Thanksgiving. It's the same. November 11th is still November 11th.
All right, awesome.
We already had our Thanksgiving.
Yes,
That's on the same day as I think Colorado now calls it Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, got it.
Columbus Day
got it.
is Canadian Thanksgiving.
There we go.
It's a couple weeks and then we get our feed of Thanksgiving down here in the U.S. But we'll be at the rink for that and you guys are going to be able to tune in. We're going to have games right through Thanksgiving, starting Tuesday night, then Wednesday, a couple on Friday, Saturday, finals on Sunday. It's a big Silver Stick tournament back down the hill in Arvada. But that's a long time away. We've still got a couple more periods left to play in the first game of 6 this weekend for Arvada. They're coming back out, starting this second period, all even up at zeros. Against Krivo. We haven't seen the Krivo team yet this season. This is going to be the first time. They are in our division down. We'll be playing them throughout the season once the schedule's all figured out. A couple last minute changes there by Krivo. Goalies are set, timekeeper's set, ref is set. Evan is set, gets that one over to Milky, who's now playing on up front. Back over to Owen. Owen coming across center ice, gonna go for a skate with this one, gains the blue line, takes this one wide, powering his way into the zone. He slips down on that fresh ice, and Krivo picks it up behind there, and they're coming back the other way with some speed through center ice. Jackson's not gonna let that pass get through as now he comes in front of his own bench, quickly gains his zone, and it's flipped back around to Owen. Owen on the far boards has a couple of options, flips that with some sauce action, trying to find Ethan. It's picked up by Krivo. Krivo comes in offside. I don't know if that ref's just nodding or if he's headbanging with that hair over there. There's no tunes, but who knows what's going on in his head. Yes, that slight bit of jealousy with that purest of moulets skating around in the stripes. Evan right down below the face. Gets tripped up as Ethan there, and there is going to be a penalty on that one as the mullet comes through. Calls in an interference call. And Arvada will see their first power play opportunity. I'm 92% sure it is. Okay, I'm 100% sure. Arvada's going on their first power play. 13:40 left to go. Minute and a half. They're going to have the man advantage. Taking this one all the way down. Power play unit steps out onto the ice. That's Calder, Nick, and Alex. Bo and Lexi on the point. Calder set to take the face-off. Trying to win that one back. Goes into the corner, chased down by Nick. Calder picks this up, racing behind, looking towards the front of the net, trying to find Alex. It's picked up by Krivo. They come out the other side. Back checking in the offensive zone. Calder comes away with it before it gets out too far, but now they skip it over to Lexi. Lexi comes in on the side, her own blue line, trying to find Nick on the near boards. Nick is offside. I didn't see exactly how it came out, but the whistle blows. There's a minute left to tick off this running penalty. The power play opportunities have yet to come, but I think the players are excited to get in there and give it a shot on this chance. Nope, back to Krivo. Out off the boards, picked up by Calder. Calder into Nick, and they're going to be offside again. Coach has seen enough of the offsides. Changes up the next line. Second power play unit of Cohen, Kai, and Colin come off the bench. And this one's going to be at center ice. Get going, boys. Drop the puck. Running clock on the power play. Cohen wins that back over to Bo. Bo up to Colin. Kai on the far side. Kai stays on side. Colin fires that one hard wide into the Krivo zone. Kai walks into the corner with it, comes out, trying to find Colin in front. Flips it. He was looking for Cohen coming in back door. Cohen gets a stick on that, held in at the point by Bo. Krivo shovels that one back out into neutral ice. 13 seconds left to go. Kai up to Colin. Colin walks in across the blue line, drops it back to Kai. Kai goes into the corner. Kai spins around, back out to Colin, and they lose that one to Krivo in front of the net. Colin's still fighting for it. Colin gets a stick and falls down. Back to 5-on-5. Lexi's being chased down on the far side. She comes around, backhands that one back out. Krivo walks in offside. Setting it back up here, 5-on-5 hockey action. 11:30 left to go in Eagle, Colorado. The Lugal machine said this was a pool and an ice rink. I didn't see a pool here, did you?
There's a pool here.
Is there? Wow. Oh, that's the outdoor one. Oh, okay.
Maybe.
There's an outdoor pool I saw. Had like some little froggy slides on and stuff. I'm pretty upset that it's only 22 degrees and I can't go in it, but. Evan pressuring back out to Owen. Owen takes that one into the far corner, chasing it down as Milky. Milky out, back out to Owen. Owen comes in, takes the shot. Loose in front. Evan couldn't get his stick onto it. Back over to Milky. Milky circles back around. Gonna get a trip and call on that one. Krivo takes another penalty with 10:40 left to go. And Arvada's going to see another power play opportunity. Trying to get some shots on net is what they need. Just some sloppy play, trying to gain the zone. Trying to get their feet underneath them in this altitude, 8,150 feet above sea level, up in the mountains of Eagle, Colorado. Turn and fires that one into the corner. Evan backhanding it towards the front weakly. Krivo picks it up, pushes it off the boards, and they come out of their own zone. Walking through with the man disadvantage, gaining the Arvada zone, coming in on the boards, pushed into the side. Now Owen's gonna get rid of that power play opportunity as he trips a player into the corner. And we're gonna see 4-on-4 for about a minute and 10 seconds once this is all sorted out. Mancuso getting heckled in the box. He was just happy he didn't fall when he was walking out there on the ice. That was his main goal, and he accomplished it. 4-on-4. Draw one by Alex over to Lexi. Lexi pushes it up across the blue line, and now Alex is chasing it into the Krivo zone. Icing is waved off. Going in hard. Alex pressuring the Krivo player. Gets away with a light little shove there, pushes him down, and Alex is still fighting for the puck. Now Alex gets hammered, and there's going to be a penalty against Krivo for that one.
Yeah, that was a little obvious.
That one was, there's no questioning that action there. As the box is filling up here, we're going to see 4-on-3 hockey action for 20 seconds. Let's go, drop it.
Let's go! No.
Oh, now they're making... Oh, they're just running time off the clock. A little bit of strategic moving around there. Strategery out to the point. Lexi pushes that bouncing puck towards the front of the net. Krivo fires that all the way down the ice. No ice. Why is that no icing? Okay, Lexi behind her own net. 4-on-4 as the first player steps out of the box. Alex trying to push that one. It gets blocked back over to Krivo. Krivo at the top of the circle. Lexi missed on it, but Jax comes over and saves that one. Into the corner, Krivo with the shot goes in behind the net. Alex behind his own net. Circling in front, picked up there by Nick. 4-on-4, Nick bangs that one out. Center ice picked up by Krivo. They reset, go D to D across the red line. Finding the player on the far side. Nick's gonna have to chase them down as they're walking into the Arvada zone. Staying onside the blue line. Dangles top of the circle and fires that one wide. Out towards the front. Jackson chasing this one in with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. And it's 5-on-4 for Arvada for the next 35 seconds. Picked up by Krivo, and they come back in. Lexi's pushing towards the side, right into the chest of Wynn. He hangs onto that one, flips it out. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, 20 seconds left to go in the power play, and most of that's just gonna wind off the clock here as teams are making changes and coming back all the way into the Arvada zone for this face-off. Still 0-0 with a lot more shot attempts needed in order to score some goals. Arvada having a hard time finding the way to the front of the net. Bouncing pucks or sticks, I'm not sure, but they gotta get this figured out.
Yeah, you guys were down. Yeah, thanks.
Arvada doesn't have enough players, so.
Down. That John Mauer guy.
And that player's gonna step out as soon as this puck is dropped. Bohart around the far side. Over to Kai. Kai looking for Cohen and flips up, and there he gets Cohen. Cohen walks in. Cohen's powering his way towards the front of the net. Checks up. Over to Colin. Colin takes the shot. It bounces and doesn't go in. Oh, that's Calder, sorry. Mixing things up here on me. Calder in behind the net. Over to Cohen. Calder in behind. Back over to Calder. Still in behind the net. Can't get his stick in front of him. Circles it back around over to Cohen on the far boards. Cohen sees it. Nobody's there. Cohen can't backhand that one, but he falls down and blocks it. Kai stops it from going out of the zone over to Calder, and now Krivo picks it up. Krivo goes off the boards. Back into the Arvada zone, racing back for this one's Milo. He's got Bo on the far side with him. Milo around the boards. Comes, he's just gonna skate this one out, finds an opening. Here he comes across the blue line, comes in, takes a shot. You know what, we'll take it as he goes crashing in looking for that rebound. And then gets shoved as he's skating back, and they're gonna give a penalty for that one. He wasn't even near the goalie. Yeah, Arvada's gonna see another power play here with 5:50 left to go in the second period. And we finally see a shot on net as Milo winds up, goes for a coast-to-coast wheel, and puts one into the goalie's chest, drawing a penalty after the whistle, and Arvada's going back on the power play. Cohen, Cullen, and Kai. Owen and Jackson on D. Ref's going over to have a little chat with the Krivo coach as he's asking what that was for. He says, you just can't shove a player with two hands and knock them down when they're not doing anything to deserve it. It's a pretty simple explanation in my world. Cohen trying to get that one over to Calder. It's picked up by Krivo in their own end. Cohen fights for it, comes out, bounces over that stick of his and goes all the way hard around the boards. Owen pinching in, puts his body in front of that one. Colin comes over and helps him out. Good job by Owen on the pinch. Now Colin loses that to two players in red as they skate across their own crease, back out towards the point, get that one caught up, and Cohen skates. Cohen flips it towards the dot and picked back up by Krivo. Out to Jackson at the point. Jackson takes a while to shoot that. Colin takes the shot and fires one more time high and wide. Owen pinching in again. That one sneaks over his stick as Kai resets. Kai's gonna walk this in, comes to the top, goes around, backhand, shot, and Cohen with the rebound, and he couldn't bury it. Kai in the backhand over to Cohen, trying to find Colin in front. Couple of good opportunities there. They do not find a way to convert, and Krivo comes back into the Arvada zone, flipping it in the corner and chasing it down. Jax beats him to the puck, puts it up off the boards. Owen and Cohen flip that back out to the point. That one goes in, stopped there by Owen. Back over to Cohen. Kai's skating backwards through center ice. It's going all the way down. They're gonna blow that down for icing. 1:30 left to go in this penalty. Look, did they go to 2-minute penalties now? They must have. It was minute and 30 earlier. Now we're to 2-minute penalties. I'm not questioning anything. The rule book was huge. Ashley read it. I don't even read her emails. How am I supposed to read an entire rule book? We don't need no stinking rules. Evan at the dot. Evan's coming around the other way. They're on the power play still for another minute. Racing in is Ethan. Ethan gets his stick lifted and Krivo goes into their own end. Milky pushes that one off his stick. Milky comes out of the far corner with it. Wheels around trying to get it towards the front, just off the tip of his blade. And Krivo coming the other way. Milky with a lot of hustle in his game right now. Looking for this one. Gets stood up there by Ethan, and then Milky comes back in the other way. Drops that one off for Evan. Evan coming towards the front. Goes across ice to nobody. Lexi walks in. Lexi claps that towards the front. Looking for the tip was Evan. Over to Milky on the far corner. Milky to Evan. Lets that one go to Lexi. Lexi shoots that in. Goalie hangs onto it. Drawing the whistle. 20 seconds left to go. 2:52 left in the second period. Still tied up at 0. But I'm liking to see that we're getting a couple of shots on that net. You keep doing that and eventually something's got to bounce your way and help you gain some momentum rolling into this third. Evan's still fighting for it. Puck is loose, picked up there by Ethan, kicked towards the front of the net, and then back out through the high slot and off the far boards. Bo has it on his blade, turns, passes that to Krivo, who is coming across center. Lexi gets a stick on that, pushing him off towards the side, does a good job of stopping them from taking the shot. Bo backhands it back over to Lexi. She's got some time with Ethan up ahead of her. She comes over, gets bumped up against the boards. Ethan can't push that one all the way in. Krivo turns it back the other way. Over Bo's stick into the far corner. Lexi and Bo decide that Lexi's going to take it. She comes back behind her own net. Walking out, up off the boards to Ethan. That one skips into center ice, picked up by Krivo. Krivo flips that in, and they get back on side on time. Lexi has some time, goes all the way up to Milky, who spins that one around on his backhand, walks into the far corner, trying to backhand it towards the front. Krivo tips that behind the net before it gets to the front. And then they push it hard all the way back out, back to Lexi at the red line. Flips it lightly off the boards, waiting for him to get on side is Ethan. And then Krivo gets that puck back out the other way. Lexi off her skates, back up to Ethan. Playing pass here in the neutral zone and finally getting it deep into the Krivo end. Krivo goes hard around the boards. Milo's out there to hold that one in, flips it in, it's blocked, lost in the skates. Alex backhands that, still in there for a quick second. Alex coming around using his body, but Krivo picks it up, coming across the Arvada blue line. Trying to go 1-on-4, still has the puck. Arvada can't take it away from him. Over to Krivo in the far circle. Saved by Wynn as it goes into the corner. Being pushed around there. Jackson goes down on the puck. Krivo comes out of the corner with it. Towards the front and off the post. Here's Calder. Calder's coming out of his own zone. Got a couple to beat. Taking this player wide. Going over to Alex and a little bit behind him. Krivo snuck in behind the defense. They come back in 1-on-5 again. Alex breaks that up and Nick comes out the other way. Here comes Nick and Alex. They've got a 2-on-1 opportunity. They stay. Alex drug his toe, but there's a little bit of white between the blade and the blue line. Ref sees it, whistles it down. 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Still at zeros in Eagle, Colorado. Arvada taking on Krivo. Alex picks his puck up after Calder wins it. Still has it, he comes in, 7 seconds left. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Over to Milo. That one keeps it in, but the buzzer's gonna sound before they get a shot off. Into the Krivo zone, it ends up. It's still 0-0, end of the second period. I don't know what these coaches gotta do to light a fire, but they gotta do something to get their feet moving and start making some passes and shots. We'll just take one more moment to enjoy this ref's mullet as he comes over to take a break. Did you say it's so gross? Oh, jealous. I'm jealous, yes. I just about chopped all my hair off last week. I was mad at it. But now that I see that, I've got new goals in life.
New hair goals. Wi-Fi's holding steady. I don't really
Wi-Fi has been good. Nobody's texted or called me to tell me. So if you did, I'll find it when I get back out to the parking lot. And we make the 40-minute trek back over to Vail. Everybody gets checked into their hotels for those who are just pulling up here today, and we'll have a little bit of a rest, a team dinner, and I'm back on the ice at 9:30 tonight. It is way past my bedtime. I know that for sure. So maybe sneak in a little bit of an afternoon nap.
I think that's really better. Especially with players.
The players definitely. That's a long day. Tomorrow we're back here in Eagle at 12:30, and then again 9 o'clock Saturday night we're on the ice back in Vail to finish off our round robin play, determining what's going to happen on Sunday morning. One, two, three, Arvada. 1, 2, 3. Let's go get some goals. Milo, sorry. Milo and Jackson on D. Cohen, Kai, Colin at center ice trying to get a spark. Cohen at the face-off draw, fighting for it in his feet. Muscles his way through that one, comes in. Looks like he was going to shoot that from outside, but there he gets a shot on. And the goalie hangs onto it with the right idea. Fire those pucks on net, crash down looking for those rebounds. It's going to take a greasy one right now, but whatever it takes, it needs to happen. One back by Krivo in their own zone. Colin chasing it into the corner. Cohen trying to fight for it in there with Colin now. Colin comes out towards the front of the net, picked up by Krivo before Kai could get to it. Now Krivo on the far boards, racing up. Kai gets back and blocks that one. Over looking for Cohen. Cohen gets interfered with as he was looking for it. And Krivo walks in, stays on side as they step across the blue line into the corner. Jackson chasing it down. Jackson breaks that play up over to Milo. Milo's walking out of his own corner. Still skating at this one. Stopped by Krivo. Picked up by Jackson. Now Jackson's going to go for it. Back over to Cohen. They are going to be onside. Cohen comes in, shoots that one towards the front, and scores! That's what I'm talking about. Puck's on net. Keeping that one onside. Cohen puts it towards the front. Jacks pass it over to him. It's 1-0 Arvada. 14:09 left to go in a stop clock, third period. Evan with Milky and Ethan. Looking to build on this momentum off Cohen's opening goal into the third period. It's not late in the third period. Lots of time left to go here. Lots of time to build on this lead. Krivo up off the boards over to Ethan. Ethan spins around, bangs it up ahead to Evan. Here they come back the other way. Evan back over to Ethan. Ethan walking through center ice, trying to find Evan. It goes all the way back over to Krivo on the far side. Back checking there is Ethan. They go cross ice, coming in on Bo. They dump it in deep. Bo takes his player down there. This one comes all the way back out to the point. Krivo looking to take the shot. Jackson trying to make that block. It goes in, but it's wide. They spin, they take another shot. Blocked there by Bo at the dot. Wynn's just going to hang on to that one. He doesn't want to see them circling in front of him like that, trying to get those shots off. Arvada with the 1-0 lead. 13:31 left to go in the third period. OTT Sports Network in Eagle, Colorado. Evan trying to win this one back. It ends up back on the Krivo as they pinch in deep. Skating in. Bo goes hard into the boards with that player. Spinning around the other side is Ethan trying to poke it up. Over to Owen. Owen hard up the boards. Can't get it past the Krivo player to Ethan. Ethan steals it from him there. Flips it out, but not hard enough. Gets held into the blue line. Owen steps into it. Krivo picks it up. Turns around, takes a shot. That one's deflected into the corner by Bo. Krivo trying to find the front of the net. Now Owen's going to take this. Owen skates around one. He's coming out across center ice. Passes it up over to Ethan on the far side. Ethan gains the blue line towards the front of the net. Milky wasn't there in time. Milky now has it in the other corner. Milky fighting against a couple of players. Krivo sneaks it out to the blue line. The defense is playing back. Lexi comes across center ice, gets it on her skates, and now here Ethan picks it up at center ice. Ethan comes in the other way, looks to wind up, shoots, and blocker save, puts it up over the net. Milky in behind the net. Evan comes around. Evan trying to find his way towards the front of the net. Gets off of his stick before he can do so, and they flip it back out to center ice where Lexi circles at her own blue line. Lexi up off the boards to Ethan. Ethan pushes this one in, gains the zone. Doesn't get tripped up. Coming in 3-on-1, and they put it right in front. Can't get the shot off, and Krivo spins it back around the other way. Coming back 2-on-1, Milky on the back check. Comes in, gets a big stick on that one, pushing the play over to the side. Krivo still has it. They push it back out towards the circle, in front, off the side of the post. And here's Alex collecting it in the slot. Alex into Lexi's skates. Lexi tries to go up to Milky. They're trying to make changes, keeping themselves with the right amount of players on the ice. Completing that change and back in. Milo off the boards. Over to Krivo. That was too many men on the ice.
That is way too many.
Krivo on the far side. Lexi pestering. Coming in to help out is Calder. Calder sneaking that one out. Calder back out to the point. They get that one across the blue line. Chasing it down, trying to intercept is Alex, and Krivo is well offside on that one with 11:29 left to go in the third period. Alex to take this draw. Out there with Calder and Nick. One back to Krivo. Nick's chasing him down. They're forcing him to go D to D, and then they go up, finding the players that are sticking in deep. Milo gets that tied up with his stick, drops it smartly, and gets away with a potential trip. Krivo turns, fires that one back in, stays on side. Milo's gathered his stick in his hands, pushing it up the boards. Over to Alex. Alex gets that one out. Racing down the far side is Nick. Nick's got some speed now. Nick's got some room on the far side. Coming in looking, takes the shot and flips that one high through the crease. On the near boards is Alex. And Calder coming in to help him out. Alex trying to force this one into the corner. Calder puts a shoulder into the body and coming back around. Nick spins at the top of the circle. Nick takes the shot. Goalie hangs on to it, stuck it in his glove. I thought that one might have snuck through, but the right idea. Shots on net, shots on net. We should get a parrot. Think we can get a parrot? I want to get a parrot.
I'm not taking care of another thing at a hockey game.
Oh. Fine, I'm not allowed to get a parrot. One back there cleanly. Back out to Owen. Owen shoots that one in. Puck is loose. Kai comes looking for it. And now the ref's telling him he can't go digging for the puck, and Kai Sam will blow the whistle then. Both refs are telling him he can't dig for the puck. Can't do that. Going back out. Owen with the shot again towards the front. It's steered to the side by the goaltender in red. Behind his own net. Kai spins him around. Back in behind Krivo's net. They pick it up. Walking out, coming with some speed. They still have the puck. Same players trying to go coast to coast here. Comes across the Arvada blue line. Backhanded by Kai out to Cohen. Arvada spins it back around. Cohen's racing through center ice. Cohen comes across the blue line, trying to go in 1-on-3, still has it. Cohen checks up towards the front of the net and stopped there by Krivo. Krivo on the far boards. Breaks it out, but doesn't get too far with it. Cohen comes back, backhands that one deep into the Krivo zone. 10 minutes and 1 second left to tick off this clock. Cohen goes in, gets in front of that player. Now Kai takes a swing at it, trying to hold that one in. Krivo walks away with the puck, comes out of their own zone. Skating across neutral ice. They're coming in 3-on-2. They stay on side. Comes in, takes the shot. That one's weak off the side. Wind pushes it over. Hard off the boards. And now Cohen's got a break. Here comes Cohen, gaining across the blue line. Walks in, takes the shot and scores! Cohen picks up the loose puck, tallying his second of the afternoon, making it 2-0 Arvada with 9:33 left in the third period. That was a very lucky bounce at the blue line and some good hustle and a great shot.
Let's go, E!
Evan fights for it and comes out of the battle with the puck. Still fighting for it at center ice. Milky gets his blade on that one, now races up in the near boards. Milky on the backhand, gains the Krivo zone. Backhand towards the front of the net. It skates through the crease and on the far boards. Fighting for that one's Ethan. Ethan spins it back around. It's held to the blue line. Evan gets a stick on it. Back over to Ethan. Jumping through, and Milky has another opportunity with a bouncing puck. Here comes Milky. Milky walks in, comes across the hash marks, takes that shot and scores! Another great bounce that we pick up. Milky with the effort. He's been wheeling all day, and that one pays off. He makes it 3-0 Arvada with 9:04 left in the game. I hope did Evan maybe get an assist? I don't know. We're gonna have to look at the game sheet. I'm only really worried about that because that's my gambling.
Your gambling guy?
My gambling guy.
That's your bookie mark?
Yeah, my bookie mark. As he's got it in the far side, that's Evan, and Krivo bangs that one into the Arvada zone. A little bit of a cushion here, but no time to sit back on this one. There's still 9 minutes of hockey left to play, and Krivo's pressuring hard into the Arvada zone. Krivo coming back towards the front of the net, takes that shot off the side of the post. Ethan behind his own net, goes up on the far boards. Back in behind Arvada's end. Chasing it behind is Bo. Bo gets stepped around. Ethan coming over to help him out. Back out to the point, being checked up there by Evan. That one gets blockered up high off the glass. Milky forces it off the boards. Trying to sneak that one pass over to Ethan. Krivo comes out of it. Krivo's walking into the Arvada corner. Gets tripped up there. He goes sliding into that one was Ethan. Ethan's going to see the box for 2 minutes. And Krivo's going to see the power play with 8:26 left to go in this third period. Arvada leading 3-0. You're on the mic with Harry Haviland and the OTT Sports Network in Eagle, Colorado. The first game of this tournament. It is the Vail Sportsmanship Tournament. We've got 3 days of action-filled hockey, and we'll be bringing you every game as live as we can, as long as the Wi-Fi hangs on to us up here in the mountains. Lexi behind her own net, wheels that one hard around the boards, trying to sneak that out, killing some time off the clock. It doesn't. Alex at the blue line comes back. Oh, Nick lost it in his skates, and Lexi goes into the corner. Lexi on the backhand, and she draws the penalty there. Delayed call, but Alex just couldn't reach it. Krivo's gonna 7 red is what the ref's calling. Lexi takes it, draws the penalty, and we're gonna be 4-on-4 for the next minute. Oh, not 7 red. The ref was yelling 7 red. Is that 7 red? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. It doesn't matter. It's 4-on-4. For the next minute. 4-on-4 for the next minute. We've got a guy in the box.
Alright, I'm not paying attention.
Alex and Nick. Lexi and Owen. Oh, Nick trying to push that one towards the front of the net. Goes in behind. Defenseman rings that one around the boards. Trying to get out. Owen decides now he's going to pinch. Owen puts his body in front of that. Stepping in. Trying to go towards the front of the net. Off of Nick's skates. Lexi goes across. They get back on side. Alex walks in, coming onto the high circle. Alex flips that one over, gets it to Nick. Nick takes the shot. Just pushes that one wide. Picks up his own rebound off the boards. Can't get the second shot off. Coming out. Lexi hammers one towards the front. It's blocked by Alex. Her own player got in front of that shot. Now Krivo's spinning back around the other way. Coming across the red line, coming in on Lexi. She sticks that one into the corner. Around is Alex. Up the far boards to Nick. Nick can't push that one out of the blue line. Alex fighting for it against somebody about twice his size. And it goes towards the front of the net. Owen with it. Owen flips that to Lexi. It bounces up over her stick and comes out of the zone. Spun back around in there. 8 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4. Ethan's going to step out of the box, and Arvada's going to take advantage of a 20-second power play opportunity. Here comes Owen. Ethan's out of the box. Owen doesn't see him. Owen's going to hang on to this puck. He's going to carry that in. Comes in and loses the puck. Ethan coming back the other way. He just had a couple-minute rest. He should be good. Alex goes down. Ethan on the backhand. Krivo now at center ice. Alex, Lexi fighting for it. It goes in. Ethan picks it up. Ethan coming around. Goes down on that slippery ice into the corner. But still battling. Everybody's down on the ice. I can't even see what's happening. It's not even a real blind spot in this rink. Ends up on Ethan's tape. Ethan comes up the far boards. Up to Alex. Alex off the side. Looking for another bounce here. Coming in, walking in is Nick. Nick has the puck ahead of him. Backhands, and it's stopped by the goaltender. Nick turns around, fires again, and fires that one wide. Picked up by Krivo off the backboards. They're coming around the other way. Passes that one up to center. Jax gets a stick on it, but Krivo gets back on it. Cohen diving, and Cohen's going to get a penalty? How? High stick? He was on the ground. But the player didn't go down. Well, that's not my job to decide. Cohen's going off.
That should be on our booking pool. What's the most popular penalty?
We could gamble on anything. Come on. All right, Krivo with the power play. 5:55 left to go. Arvada has a 3-0 lead. Calling off the draw, gets back over to Krivo. Stepping out towards the point was Calder. Bo in behind his own net, couldn't get a stick on that. Up to Calder. Calder's being chased down, but manages to get that one out, killing some time off the clock as Krivo resets and regains. Walking in top of the circle in the Arvada zone, trying to pass it across, picked off by Colin. Here comes Colin racing down. He's got the puck ahead of him. He's managing to outskate. Takes a shot, looking to pick that top corner. Goalie deflected it out with the glove. On the other side now, Krivo's coming back in 2-on-2. Bo tries to get a stick on it. No penalty on that one as the player goes down. Calder just spins, fires that one over. Colin chasing it down. Krivo gets to it first. Got to be careful not to take another penalty here as the refs are seeming to start to call some stuff. Krivo coming back 3-on-3 the other way. Into the far corner. Krivo circles, pushes that towards the front of the net. Wynn hangs onto it. Penalty killing unit is changing up here for Arvadas. There's still 36 seconds left in Cohen's penalty. 5:01 on the game clock. OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland in Eagle, Colorado. Milky back on the face-off dot. Out there with Kai, Lexi, and Milo. Lexi off the boards, out to the point. Shot in there, and now Milky's got another opportunity. Here he comes racing as he broke that one up. Tries to go through the skates of the Krivo defender. Krivo breaks that play up and comes walking in behind their own net. Winding up on the power play in their own zone. Being pestered there by Milky. Kai gets his stick on it, breaks that one up as he goes towards the front of the net. Kai's still fighting for this puck in behind the Krivo net. Krivo goes off the boards, breaks this one out and turns it around, coming back 3-on-2 the other way. They pass that up. Through through the skates over to Lexi. Come in, offside. Cohen steps out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. Why am I feel like I've lost my voice already. It's game 1 on Friday. That's not a good thing. Have to find some throat lozenges. Here comes Milky. Kicked over to the side. Ethan coming over to pick this one up. Ethan picks it up to the blue line, walking into the Krivo zone. Backhands that one towards the front of the net. Couldn't quite get there in time, still fighting for it. Back out to the point. Lexi with a shot. Tipped in front, and that one goes wide. Evan circles back towards the front of the net. Milky has it. Back out to the point. Milky's still fighting. Picked up by Ethan. Walks across the blue line. Holds that in. Towards the front. Evan looking to fight for it. Picked up by Krivo. Back the other way. 3-on-2. They can't handle their own puck. And back into the Arvada zone. Ethan retreats. Walking around. He's got some time with it. Decides he's going to reverse back up. Try and go up to center ice. Gets it up to Evan. Evan tips that over to Milo, who gets run over at center of ice. Oh, couldn't quite get that one and keeps it in as Evan. Here comes Evan at the top of the circle. Evan walks around, takes the shot, doesn't get enough wood on that one. Flips it back over to the hash marks and into the Krivo zone. They go up to center. Deflected over to Lexi. They come back on side as Lexi just walks across, does a good job of firing that one in. Arvada's got to chase it down, trying to get back towards the front of the Krivo net. Evan with it in the corner. Evan battling, loses it in his skates. Picked up by Krivo. Coming out across their own blue line. That one's deflected. Lexi stops it. And Ethan walks across. They keep that one on the blue line. It's onside. And Krivo turns back the other way. Lexi races up, keeping that one onside with some great hustle on her part. Still picked up and now flipped back out by Krivo. Coming back with 2:48 left to go is Milo. It is a 3-0 hockey game. Arvada and Krivo in the first game of this tournament. Ethan off the boards in front of the scorekeeper's clock. Box. Trying to come in, still has it. Still muscling his way in on it. That's going to sneak across the blue line as Calder comes back. They get back, they don't get back on side as Evan was taking his time to get back across the blue line. The whistle's blown. 2:26 left to go in this 3-0 hockey game. Arvada clinging on to a lead in their first game of the Vail Sportsmanship Tournament. We are playing in Eagle. Alex, Calder, and Nick. Nick picks it up off the face-off, kicks it in across the line, quickly flip back the other way, chased down by Calder. Calder still fighting for it. It goes into Arvada zone. Owen walks around one. Owen falls down, not for getting that over to Alex. Alex walking up the near boards, gets that stuck away as he tried to dangle and looking for Nick on the far side. Jackson up the boards to Nick. Oh, just bounced over Calder's stick at center ice, and Alex comes in, gets taken down hard into the boards. Calder walks into the Krivo zone, couldn't backhand it over to Nick. Held in at the point there by Alex. Alex on his backhand flips that into the corner with 1:50 left to go in this game. Krivo circling behind their own net, makes a stop, checks up, coming back the other way. Puts it hard off the boards, but not all the way out as Jax is in there holding onto the pinch. Jax trying to walk towards the front. Krivo spins it back out the other way. Nope, picked up by Jax. Here comes Jax, goes around one, looking to take a shot. Shoots it and off the mask. Spun back around there by Calder. He couldn't get it towards the front of the net. Nick in behind the net. Lost it in the skates, picked up by the Krivo defender the other way. Out to the point, skating it out of their own zone. Alex comes in, takes the body, done a good job of holding that up. Gonna take a tripping call after that though. Owen tags up on the puck. Alex trips the player down. 1:13 left, 3-0 lead. Arvada with the penalty. Alex is questioning the ref. We've learned in the past that that's not a good thing to do. No minds are changed in that one. Alex skates his way over, sees the gate for the next 1:30. He'll be in the box, and Arvada's going to be shorthanded for the rest of this game. Lexi off the boards, back out to the Krivo point, flip back in. Lexi picks it up one more time, goes off the boards. This time Cohen's there. Puck's bouncing. Cohen gets absolutely stood up at the board. Come on. Wow.
Yeah. Kind of obvious.
That one was obvious, yeah. Back out, doesn't matter. Krivo's coming around the other way. They're coming in 3-on-2. Comes in well offside. There's a little bit too much dingle in that dangle at the blue line. 47.2 seconds left to go.
I hate when that happens.
When you put too much dingle in your dangle, gotta hate when there's too much dingle in that dangle. Cohen and Kai, Lexi and Bo. Cohen wins that back over to Lexi. Lexi puts it up to Kai. Kai tips it to Cohen. Cohen back to Kai. Kai back to Cohen. Off the boards. Cohen comes in. They're offside. Cohen doesn't get back on side in time. Offside. 5-on-4 for Krivo here. The next 35.8 seconds in the game.
I thought it was on us. Really? That's weird.
What?
I got an instant replay here. I didn't see that. That's bogus.
Oh, why would they take that one down?
No, I don't get that.
Oh, well, 26 seconds go. Then Krivo comes in with an opportunity. They're walking in, take the shot. Wynn makes a save, hanging on to that one. 18 seconds left to go. Deep in the Arvada zone, or maybe it's going to come all the way down. Who knows? Wynn made the save. We should have the face-off in the parking lot. Let's change it up.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. It's all about the fun. It's for the children. Cohen at the face-off draw. Wins that one back to Lexi. Lexi hammers it hard up the boards. That one's going to get held in at the point by Krivo. They take the shot, and Wynn kicks that one over to the side. Lexi in the corner. Pushes it up, not hard enough. Bounces over the stick, and Cohen turns, fires that one all the way down the ice. Looks like it's going to be on the goalie. Kai's racing down. Buzzer's going to sound. Arvada takes a 3-0 victory. Big win with the shutout. First game of the Vail Sportsmanship Tournament. Arvada 3, Krivo 0. They go back and congratulate each other. And we're going to head back to the hotel, get ourselves some lunch, get ourselves some dinner. I don't even know what time it is right now. And then we're going to be back on the ice tonight in Vail, 9:30 p.m. puck drop. Take a nap, get your margaritas mixed, and get yourselves ready for some late night hockey action. Arvada and Arapahoe, 9:30 tonight, only on the OTT Sports Network. Until then, I'm Harry Haviland, and on behalf of everybody here at the OTT, we'll see you tonight.